Welcome back to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we are looking at something you have undoubtedly seen everywhere. I mean, think about your social media feeds lately. You've probably noticed an endless stream of ads, or maybe your favorite influencers suddenly swapping out their standard espresso for this dark, earthy-looking brew. Yep, we are talking about the massive, highly debated trend of mushroom coffee. If you're someone who is always looking for a better, more efficient way to fuel your demanding day, or, honestly, if you're just incredibly curious about why millions of people are completely changing up their morning routines so drastically, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are exploring the evolution of balanced energy. Okay, let's dive into this. Mushrooms in coffee? Just hearing that combination out loud probably makes you pause. I get it. For many of us, our morning coffee ritual is practically sacred, right? It's the one thing that reliably gets us out of bed. Messing with it? That just feels like a dietary crime. So when we hear about this, we immediately make a few very logical assumptions. First, we assume it's just another fleeting internet wellness trend that'll completely vanish by next year. Second, we assume it probably tastes absolutely terrible. And third, we figure it relies on a bunch of exaggerated, fake health benefits. Because, let's be honest, mushrooms floating in your morning brew just sounds fundamentally wrong. But we really need to look past that initial skeptical reaction. Millions of high-performing people are making this switch every single day, and the reason why might actually surprise you.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core paradox of our explainer today. People are not switching to mushroom coffee because it gives them more energy. They really aren't looking for a bigger jolt. They are switching because the energy they get feels completely different. Think of regular caffeine like a sudden lightning bolt, right? It's incredibly bright, very chaotic, and it vanishes quickly. The energy from mushroom coffee, on the other hand, is described by users as feeling way more like a rolling wave. When people make the swap, they report feeling significantly less jittery, noticeably less anxious, and experiencing far less of a debilitating crash later in the afternoon. For a lot of folks, trading that intense lightning bolt stimulation for a smooth, rolling wave completely rewrites how their entire day unfolds. Section 1. The regular coffee problem. Let's talk about the aftermath of caffeine. To understand why this massive shift is happening, we first need to look at the baseline. Now, let's be perfectly clear. Regular coffee works. That is exactly why billions of people all over the planet rely on it every single day. It absolutely does the job of waking us up. But the problem we need to examine isn't that initial wake-up call. The problem is what happens after that spike. Let's walk through this highly relatable daily cycle. Step 1. You drink your regular coffee. Step 2. You feel absolutely amazing, completely dialed in, and ready to conquer the world. For about an hour. But then comes step 3. Suddenly, your sharp focus starts to drop, and at the exact same time, your anxiety mysteriously increases. Why does that happen? Well, heavy doses of regular caffeine trigger the release of cortisol and adrenaline. Your body is basically preparing to run from a bear, but you're just sitting at a desk looking at a spreadsheet. Finally, step 4 happens. Your energy crashes entirely, inevitably leading you to reach for yet another cup just to start the whole roller coaster over again. When you repeat that 4-step cycle day after day, week after week, the long-term effects really begin to compound. It stops being just a mild inconvenience. Over time, it becomes the shaky hands you try to hide during a tense morning meeting. It's that thick, immovable brain fog that rolls in right around 2 p.m., making simple tasks feel literally impossible. It translates into tossing and turning at night because your nervous system is still humming, which leads to waking up exhausted and ultimately a complete dependence on copious amounts of caffeine just to feel remotely functional. Now, coffee itself is not inherently bad, not at all, but recognizing these compounding physical and mental tolls is exactly what is prompting so many people to actively search for a smoother, more sustainable alternative. Which brings us to the biggest expectation myth we need to bust right now. And no, it doesn't taste like soup. I know, that is the collective sigh of relief for anyone wanting to actually try this trend. Most mushroom coffee blends on the market do not actually taste like mushrooms at all. Why? Because the vast majority of them still use real, high-quality, dark-roasted coffee beans, the whole shebang. Those standard beans are simply infused and mixed with specialized mushroom extracts, so your morning mug still tastes very similar to the regular roasted coffee you already know and love. The taste isn't the radical change here. The real difference is entirely rooted in the biology of how people feel after drinking it. Section 2. Inside the mushroom blend. Let's talk about functional mushrooms. We really need to clarify exactly what we mean when we say mushrooms, because these are definitely not the standard white button or portobello mushrooms you'd slice up and throw onto a pepperoni pizza or a dinner salad. We are talking specifically about functional powerhouses that have been used in various global traditions for centuries. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it breaks down exactly what is going into your cup. Look at the specific profiles here. You have lion's mane, which is famously linked by researchers to enhanced focus, memory, and mental clarity. Then there's Reishi, which is often connected to calmness and supporting the body's natural stress response. Cordyceps is the one that's wildly popular among athletes for physical energy, oxygen utilization, and endurance. And finally, Chaga, widely known for being absolutely packed with antioxidants to support immune health. So instead of just a vehicle for raw caffeine, you are getting a highly specific, carefully curated blend of functional ingredients designed to really support your body systemically.
And here is a surprising fact that is absolutely vital to understanding this whole trend. Most mushroom coffee products actually contain less caffeine than normal coffee, usually about half the amount. Now, for a lot of hard-charging professionals, the idea of intentionally drinking less caffeine sounds terrifying, but this isn't a bug in the product. It's the primary defining feature. How does it work? Because these functional mushrooms act as adaptogens, which are substances that help your body adapt to and manage stress, they effectively buffer the caffeine. They work in perfect synergy. Because there's less total caffeine acting in tandem with these calming adaptogens, it directly provides exactly what users are desperately looking for. Fewer jitters, less of that chest-tightening anxiety, and a much smoother, longer-lasting sense of alertness.
Let's see how this builds on what we just learned by directly contrasting the two distinct states of being. Regular coffee is sharp. It frequently leaves people feeling wired, restless, frantically bouncing from browser tab to browser tab, and completely overstimulated. It's a frantic energy. But mushroom coffee users consistently describe a completely different baseline. They describe feeling balanced. They experience smoother focus. The energy is remarkably stable, and above all, it feels controlled. Instead of the caffeine controlling you, you are controlling the energy. For individuals who are highly sensitive to stimulants or who suffer from midday anxiety spikes, this contrast isn't just some minor, trivial detail. It is a real game changer, a huge, day-altering difference in their quality of life.
Section 3, Why It Keeps Growing. Let's look at the modern productivity drive. So who exactly is driving this trend? The cultural adoption of this drink actually paints a pretty fascinating picture of modern life. Our current productivity culture places massive, relentless demands on our attention spans. People desperately want energy that helps them lock in and focus for extended periods without catastrophically crashing halfway through their workday. When we break down who is actually drinking this, it started heavily in wellness communities, naturally, where people are always exploring holistic alternatives. But it very quickly spread like wildfire into startup culture, where founders and engineers require long, uninterrupted hours of deep work. It became huge in fitness spaces among athletes looking for clean endurance rather than pre-workout jitters. And it is now an absolute staple in biohacking circles, where people meticulously measure and optimize every single thing they put into their bodies. These incredibly diverse subcultures are all united by that exact same universal need. They want stamina without the chaotic spike.
But as an explainer strictly dedicated to the facts, we have to impartially manage expectations right now. Mushroom coffee is not magic. It is simply a beverage. It is not a cure-all. It won't suddenly transform your underlying health overnight. And importantly, human biology is incredibly complex, so results naturally vary from person to person. Some people make the switch and absolutely swear by it, claiming it clears their brain fog instantly and changes their entire workflow. Others try it for a month and report feeling almost no discernible difference at all. But for the massive and growing number of users who do stick with it long-term, the biggest, most consistent improvement they cite isn't becoming a superhuman. It's simply the relief of feeling calm, steady, and grounded while remaining highly productive. In a world that is constantly demanding more of your attention, more of your time, and more of your output, the solution isn't necessarily a bigger, harsher stimulant. Sometimes the solution is refinement. So the crucial point is captured perfectly in this quote from the source material. A smoother, calmer, more controlled kind of focus. The true advantage here, the real reason this trend has incredible staying power and isn't just a passing fad, is not about finding a source of chaotic, boundless energy. It's about deliberately avoiding the chaos of caffeine spikes altogether. It is about less crash, less chemical dependence, and finally finding a balanced state in a modern world where we all already feel overstimulated enough as it is. Which leaves us with the ultimate question for you to consider today. Have you ever tried mushroom coffee? Knowing what you deeply understand now about the specific functional ingredients like lion's mane and cordyceps, the intentional synergy of the lower caffeine content, and the promise of controlled rolling energy rather than a chaotic lightning strike, would you be willing to switch from your regular daily cup? Think closely about your own morning routine, your own afternoon crashes, and whether you are finally ready to trade that intense, fleeting caffeine spike for the evolution of balanced energy. Thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer today, and I'll catch you next time as we visually decode another fascinating topic.